Okay, this is my 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee EcoDiesel. It's a 3-liter V6 turbo intercooled diesel. And when I got the car, it came with 18-inch wheels. That's the wheel back there and tire. It's a stock 18 by 8. And when I got the truck, I knew I wanted to put the SRT Brembos on it. But I knew also that the 18s wouldn't clear the front Brembos. So what I had to do is get these SRT replica wheels, and these are 20 by 9 inch wheels, SRT Spider Monkey replicas, and the offset is plus 34 or 35. And one thing about the SRTs is they come stock with 20 by 10 inch wheels, but I didn't want that size, so I wanted the 20 by 9s, and they work fine. There's plenty of clearance. And one thing also about this generation Jeep is if you get them, they come with either 18-inch or 20-inch wheels. So of course the 18s don't fit, but the 20s are 20 by 8, and they don't fit these front calipers either. So that's why you have to go to the SRT replica wheel with the different offset to clear those front Brembos. And one thing about it is if you get the 20-inch wheel, the stock option of the 20, right, the 20 by 8, the tire size you get is 265/50, and that's the tire size I have on there. So those are Nito Terra Grapplers, and it's 265/50. So I'm actually, these are the stock, the option stock size. So I'm not running any different tire size or anything. But so what I'm doing is I'm taking off these Brembos, and you can see I have the left front one off, and I got my stock caliper back on and the stock 18s. And I'll show you that rotor in a second. But one thing I was pretty curious and interested to find out is if the stock 18s would clear these rear Brembos, the calipers, and I found out they do, so I was glad because I don't have to change out these rear calipers for the stock ones. I can leave these. But I'm just going to turn it so you can see it's a pretty tight fit. I mean, it's real tight. And you see here, I mean, I can't even get my fingertip in there, so you're talking like 1/4 inch, you know, not even 3/8 of an inch clearance in there. And we can see here is some of the finish of this caliper is coming off. So I've been running these about 3.5 years, and you know they've been going all seasons, so through the snow and the salt and everything. But you might think that's a really tight clearance, and it is. But I also have another set of SRT replica wheels, and those are 20 by 9s as well, but they're the SRT 5-spoke, and I've run them about 20,000 miles and I haven't had any problem. But the thing about them is when they're mounted on the front, the clearance is just about the same. It's like a hair more, and I haven't had any problems. So, because I mean, I have seen some pictures of some Brembo calipers that were beat up pretty badly, and what happens is a little pebble, you know, a little rock something gets in there when it's spinning around, and you can really bang that up pretty badly. But so I'm going to run it like that, and as you can see I have these Brembo Sport drilled rotors. So I mean those are, you know, this is the SRT setup. Well, not those rotors, but when I put the Brembos on this about 3.5 years ago, I put just the stock non-drilled Brembo rotors, and then I got these sport drilled ones that I put on after that. And I don't think I would get them again, but so I'm going to show you why. The reason I'm changing out these calipers for now, I mean, I'm going to put them back in the future, but I'll just show you. I had a funny sound coming from the brakes, kind of a funny feel. So I took a look at both front brakes, and this is the inside of the left front. And you can see this is gouged up pretty bad. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but you can feel it. So I mean, it's grooved in there, and there's quite a buildup of brake dust. And what I think happens is these drilled holes, they get filled up with brake dust, and then I think it just interferes with it. But I mean, this didn't happen on any of the other 3 rotors, which are all the same like this. So just something funny was going on with this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to a shop and have it turned. Some people say you can't have a drilled or slotted rotor turned, but I mean, I've seen it done. You have to bring it to somebody that knows what they're doing and just take really small cuts, small passes, and otherwise, I mean, I think the rotor's in good shape. I mean, I don't think it's not warped or anything. I don't think there's any run out in it. But this side is perfectly smooth. So just that one particular side on this one rotor that it developed. And what I did is, the last time I had this off, I cleaned out each hole, the brake dust out of each hole. I took a pick and a drift, and it was really jammed in there, and I got them all cleared out. But I mean, it's already building back up again. And then as you can see, like around the holes, you know, it kind of wears some there. I mean, when they were new, they were all perfect, but then you can see it wears a little bit. But so yeah, I mean, that's what's going on with that. And I'll just show you this left front caliper. I didn't take the pins out, so I can't get the pads out, but I mean, I just didn't take it apart yet. But I don't know if you can see here, but this is the inside pad, and in there is pretty grooved. So I mean, it's not all smooth like it should be. You could feel right there's a line, and there, and a little bit in there. But I mean, like, you can see this side is really smooth. So I mean, that's just all smooth there. So, and you can see, I mean, I still have some life left in these pads, but you know, I'm gonna get that rotor turned, and I'll see if it'll be good, and then I'll put in new pads and just start over with that, and we'll go from there. And also, I want to just run these stock tires because they're a lot lighter than these Nitto Terra grapplers. So I mean, these 20-inch wheels are a little bit heavier anyway, and also the tires are heavier too. I looked it up once. I forget how much, but I'd say probably 10 pounds a tire, maybe, something around there. And then when you factor in the added weight of the bigger rotors and these calipers, even though they're aluminum, you know, they're a little bit heavier. I mean, these are really nice calipers, though. I mean, and they look great. So yeah, I'm gonna get this all sorted out and get them all cleaned up and some new pads, and get the other side off and get that all cleaned up, and start over from there. And in the meantime, I'll see if my mileage increases a little bit or at all. Well, it should a little bit with these lighter tires. So yeah, all right, that's it for now.